Episode 7. And I've got cookies. Somewhere. Cookies. Thank you. What is this now? Hi Baldy, starting to work on the rail that goes to your base. You can see it bridging over from Evelina's area. I don't know what okay signs are annoying. I'm writing a book. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I think this is going to be from Ty because I understand he's working on some sort of rail network thing that's going to connect a lot of bases together. I guess that's what this is referring to. The rail lines I laid out can be moved underground if necessary, if you prefer, although overground would be preferred since it will give people things to look at as they are travelling. If you have any suggestions on how you want the rails leading to your base and where you want your station to be, let me know. Otherwise, I will hook things up in whatever way makes the most sense to me. Again, after I build these, I will be happy to relocate them in accordance to whatever plans you have for the area. The destination stations are quite simple. They are designed for maximum agility in making adjustments to the network. You can see an example of a completed destination station at my base or at the shared farm area. Okay, I got a few things to look at with that then. I think I'm going to take that so I can read it on the go while I have a little look around. Yes, I think I should just do that first and see what on earth's going on with this. I think this is probably what he's talking about, is it? No, this I think is just the path. Oh no, this probably could be it. Aha! This is going to be a rail station. This is around Evelina's place. Oh, been joined by a board person. Mr. Trident Man. What am I working on? Nothing yet. Catching up on others' stuff. Round and round and round we go. Whee! board invited me out to the west, which is where you've got about 6, maybe 7 people settling down. We're quite far out, and I don't know the next time I'm going to be over here. And I haven't been over here before just because it's quite far out and I didn't know exactly how to get to them. But what we've got here, you've got Osminon's place. Yes, almost as raw as mine. It's just a couple of things, a couple of basic things just to get you started. And he's actually working on something else for board. This is a lot of terrain work he's been doing. I don't know the big plans, but I am impressed with it. He's a man after my own heart with the terrain work. I do like some terrain work. And then we've got a path, which I believe he's done as well, coming all along here. And over here, I think is the beginning of Board's place, from what I understand, I think. And he's going to have a waterfall here, going down here and trickling into the pond. I think it's going to be very cool when it's done. There he is, working away. Got a little lost, looking for Wolfie's place. So I've got Board here to show me the way again. Oh, I was so close. I was over there somewhere. So this is Saturn's, I do believe. Ah, yeah, I was so close. Now I know roughly where I am. Yeah, this is Saturn's place. Straight out of the portal. I don't think she's had a lot of time to come online this season so far. But it will be nice to see what happens in the long run. And Wolfie's place... Ah, there it is. A bit more render distance would be nice, but we can get by. Yeah, this is Wolfie's place. She's going to be doing a lot of tents, I believe, from what I hear. So there'll be a tent with, I don't know, whatever farm in there, another tent somewhere else with something else in it. There are a few other people that I wasn't told about or shown. So I'm guessing maybe they haven't done much so far. But it will be nice to come back later on in the season and see what sort of progress gets made here. But now it looks like I need to head back. It looks like Mira's in trouble, but I think I read that Oz or Secris is helping her out. And I need to finish off whatever this book is. So time to head back now. But thank you, Board, for showing me this place. Now I know where it is. I can come back, no problem. And this is Tarask's place. Tarask. This is looking fantastic as well. This is something I saw when I think I was at Raintex. An amazing bit of terrain work as well. Just stunning. Will be great to see what else this person gets up to as well. There they are down there. Yum, 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 yum. This is going to be amazing, man. So Cookie lives over here somewhere. Oh, yeah, he's part of the French crew, isn't he? Yeah, I did hear that Cookie is... I think it was Cookie is trying to make a map of... I don't think everyone's bases. I think he's trying to make a map from spawn. Oh, lovely coffee. Yeah, I'm trying to make a map from spawn. And I think it's coming out. I'm going to encompass quite a few bases. I'm not sure exactly how many. But that would be a really good thing. And I don't know exactly where he's making this big map. I think it's going to be something like a big thing on the floor. Not totally sure. It's just things that I've heard in passing or just vaguely remember talking about. Anyway, I'm going to leave Tarask to get on with their work and finally head home. I think I said in the book where it be. he's got something here at his base that I can have a little nosy at. You can see an example of a completed destination station at my base or at the shared farm area. So somewhere around here, there should be a completed destination station. Oh. Where? I do not know. Let's get a little higher. Could this be it? That looks like a sheepy farm. Mind those tripwires. Yeah, this is a sheep farm, not a destination station base. Or is it? Because that looks like a rail line. Under here. Okay, so this isn't a sheep farm unless it's a sheep farm with this underneath. Yeah, I'm not totally sure what I'm looking at with all this. But I'm sure in time to come there will be some sort of explanation. So this, I'm guessing, is what is going to be built in people's bases or near their bases. Yeah, it's got to be a sheep farm with the destination station attached to it. Yeah, I'm not totally sure. Let's go and have a look at the one in the shared farm area. The shared farm area. Let's have a look at this one. This looks like it could be it. Okay, so that whole thing that I was looking at earlier at ties, minus the sheep, is what it'll be. Okay, this looks pretty good and looks like it should. Was that me? I think it was. Do I have a hoe with me? Probably not. Okay, I'm coming back here anyway to do a smelter there. I will bring a hoe and do that. This is what's going to be built. Oh, hello, Toro. Yeah, I made it just now. So this is what is going to be built people's bases, I think. So one here, I'm going to guess Cat's going to have one, I'm going to have one, Ty will have his own. And he needs to know just where he wants to build mine, or in mine. Mirror! The trouble is with mine, I don't know exactly where is a good place. Until I've got a footprint for the game, I don't know where to put things like stations and portals. So I'm just going to have to tell him not to do a station or make a temporary station, like make it out of dirt or something, so it can be torn down easily enough. Done with that. I just need to message Ty at some point and let him know just... what shall I let him know? I think just the station should just end over here. The game is going to be in here somewhere. So I think any station or portal needs to stop around there, even if it's just temporary, until I know where the border is exactly. Yeah, so I just need to tell him, come along anywhere up to here, but don't cross around this line here. Something like that. And I've just noticed I've got some glass here and some more signs. A lot of activity in my base over the last couple of days or so. What's this? Proposed station area. Oh, no, not here. Embedded in ground with view to ravine. Read book if you haven't yet added your storage. Okay, embedded in ground maybe, because the game is going to go, let's say, from round there, maybe down. I can't remember exactly where I laid everything out. And it's going to go over there somewhere. Maybe I can see the little path I put somewhere, because I did start marking this out. Oh, there it is. Path there. Where does it end? Aha, there it is. So it's going to come out to here somewhere. And then it's going to go the same way. And that is about 12 chunks or so. And then it's going to go somewhere on the other side of this river. Somewhere along here. And then the border's going to be back along here somewhere. So if the station is under here and there's a big game on the top, I'm not sure exactly how that would work, because I would imagine people would, if they wanted to play, they would come out of the station, and then the best way to get up to the game, because the game is going to be played, let's say 80 blocks above ground, like 80 blocks from where I am now. So it would have to be a bubble column. But then the bubble column is going to be shooting all the way through the redstone, and that's probably going to be a problem. So I think the station can't be here. It will have to be on the outskirts of the game. So Mira has asked if I record all the time. It is something that I have been planning on mentioning. I don't record all the time, and I do try to have a little bit of a vision. Now that I've done a few videos, I'm getting a better idea of what to include and what not to, when to start recording, when not to. I'm not quite there yet. I'm slowly getting a better idea of it. What I've found, I think, the most difficult about editing videos, this is a personal thing, it might be different for other people, but the hardest thing so far that I've found to edit is the interactions with other people, because I'm finding that I've got to try and concentrate on what we're talking about, what we're typing through chat. I've got to think about how I want to reply, what I want to type to them, if I want to talk while typing. It's, yeah, just there's a lot to process, and I'm really new at it. The people like, I imagine, Grian and Mumbo and loads of other people who do it all the time, it's probably second nature to them. For me, knowing what to say and what to type and what to record and what to cut, it's a really time consuming thing. The interactions are pretty tricky and not everything makes it into the cut. It all depends on what we're talking about and if it's on theme, if I feel it's something that whoever I'm talking to might not want to be included in a video. So I do find it difficult, but I'm not recording all of the time, just a lot of the time, and I don't include everything that I record. Think about the first video I made at the end of season 4, and that was the 3-hour video where almost nothing was edited, and I don't think I could go back to that. It's surprisingly easy just to do a few cuts here and there and a few faded transitions. Yeah, I'm not as lazy with the editing as I used to be, but I'm still getting used to it. Went AFK for a little while a minute ago, and I come back and I've got a happy ghast for some reason. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Hello. Whoa. Hello, buddy. You, wait, is he chasing me? Get out of here. Oh, I haven't got any blocks. I can escape out of there. Oh, he's found me. Yeah, right to you too. Made a nice little start on the smelter here, being joined by Pop Rocks 2. This is pretty much the footprint I'm going to be looking at. I'm not going to call it a super smelter because there's nothing really super about it. It's just more like a smelter array. I've got 32 sat here, and yeah, pretty much all that smelty stuff is done. All the furnaces in place, all the hoppers and the rails on top. I just need to now work a little bit on the redstone that is going to control the minecarts. And now we've got a mirror here while I'm doing the redstone. Hello, mirror. They're multiplying. What the heck? I think I'm being invaded by ghasts. Huh. Oh well, I came back here because I want a stack of logs or something. Let's say that will do. I think I'm pretty much set to test out the smelter now. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, I was just saying that this hopper here is going to fill up this chest from that direction, just because when I've been playing with this in creative, having them all come from there all the way around here into there, by the time the furnaces are all done smelting your stuff, you can have a big backlog of things in these hoppers here waiting to go in. So just having it fill from two directions, so 16 of them, which is about from there onto there, and the other 16 from there coming into here, just makes it that little bit quicker. Mirror's being messy. So I think it looks like what she's suggesting is having the collection chests in the middle of the floor. I think that's what she's getting at. I suppose it could work. No reason why it has to be over there. It's only over there because that's where everything else is. I could just have a dropper elevator putting the items in, because that's all that was going to be. That hopper there was going to go under the floor, and then a dropper elevator was going to put the items in there. I suppose it could drop all the items into the middle. Somebody else to watch mirror work. I don't actually mind the items going into the middle. It will cut down on the collection time. I mean, for me, it's a bit too many chests to have in here, because you're only going to be having a double chest of items in there, really. I haven't really got it so you can fill up more. Kind of the difference between a smelter system and a super smelter. I imagine a super smelter will be some sort of shulker loader, or at least a way to fill up several double chests of items. Now, this thing is what you would call a super smelter. This is only for really no more than a double chest. You want more than that, you go to someone's bigger super smelter. So having a double chest there and then having it separated into multiple chests could be a bit messy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take her idea here, probably have a chest in the floor and have a drop elevator underneath it putting the items in. I think that could work. I'd have to play around with the redstone, and it also depends on the rest of the build that I've got going in here. Now, you see, the trouble is I've already got a floor in mind, and I do have something coming through the floor here. I think I might tell her. Yeah, I think maybe she thinks that I was going to leave it like this. Okay, so she was just messing around making a funny pattern on the floor, it seems. But either way, it has given me a good idea. I do think I need to go in creative in a moment anyway, because I need to get screenshots of the build that I've put around this. But I am going to experiment while I'm there with moving this chest into the middle and seeing if that could work with the rest of the stuff I've got planned out. I think it should work. So yeah, thank you, Mira. I'm down here digging a basement to the smelter, and it would appear that I have been tagged. Tag you're it, rule number 4, and the rule book. I didn't even know there was a game of tag going on. So let's have a little look at this. You've been tagged, now you're it. You can add one rule to the rule book for tagging someone else. You must wait 1 day after you get tagged to tag another person. That's not too bad. Add 2 to 4 words to this story. Once upon a time, Nathan Joseph Wonnacott ate pineapple and left to trench to find. Okay, fair enough. You must give this book a name tag to the next person using a dispenser or dropper. That would explain this. The tagged player must wear a ridiculous mask with curse of binding. They are not allowed to die till they tag the next one. That would be that mask in my inventory. Punishment for dying before you tagged one. Build a big ridiculous statue of yourself at spawn. You can't greet anyone using normal words such as hi, hey, hello. You can also use the word only once. That could be a little bit tricky. And that's it for now. Okay, let's fun. Add some words to this story. There we go. I've added a few words to this. I've added peace he only found. So, once upon a time, Nathan Joseph Wonnacott ate pineapple and left to trench to find peace. He only found... There we go. I'll leave it up to the next person. I've got to add the little head on me, which is that. Shouldn't it be curse of binding? The tag player must wear a ridiculous mask with curse of binding. And that's rule number 4. And that's that for that, but it hasn't got curse of binding on it. So I might take that to Mira in a minute, because I think I saw that she's on. Yes, she is. So I'll take that to her and see if she can put some curse of binding on that. And I think that's it. Okay, apart from adding a new rule. This is what I've decided to put. You must not use any rideable mob or item while you are it. So that's no boats, minecarts, horses, even pigs. You can only use your feet or wings. That shouldn't be too difficult to do, but it will also could be inconvenient for a few people, I think. I'm happy with that one. And I'll set this up ready for the next person. How are they doing it? Rule number 7, I think it was. 7. Yes, there we go. And done. There we go. I don't think that's a usual greeting, just to say arg. Oh, I don't know what they've been doing here. Yeah, see, the trouble is she's asked me to get on the boat, but I don't know if the rule that I've just added in includes me or not. So for the safety sake, I'm not getting on the boat. I cannot. I'm not allowed. I can't get on the boat. I've just put the rule in. It might apply to me and I don't know. Personal reasons. Oh, who would have thought this would have come? Yeah, they're trying to demonstrate the... they're trying to demonstrate this system to me, but... I'm sorry. Yeah, let's call it that. Yeah, apparently I was meant to put those items in there and get on the boat, but I can't get on the boat. I'm sorry. I need a new way to greet people. People are saying hello to me and I don't want to say hello to them. I don't want to break my own rule. What are the consequences for breaking the rules? I don't know. Ty has let me hijack the bamboo for the smelter. So the fuel for this thing is going to be his bamboo farm, because he's got plenty of bamboo planks. I just need to find a hopper to steal from, or divert from. Where'd he go? Did he go all out? Yeah. Is he where I think? We're in different places. Where the heck is he? It's way too noisy with that thunder. I really need to put cursive binding on this mask head thing. So let's see if there is it anywhere in here. And I did notice, yeah, Albinator's back. Yay! First time this season, I think. Well, first time I've seen her. I can't say hello, but I can say... No, I don't know what I can say. Mending and breaking. Is there going to be curses? Probably not. No. No curses. Right, I came back to the base because I thought maybe I might have a cursive binding book from one of my fishing days, but it doesn't look like it. Let's put these items in here. That in there, that there. Okay, I'm just going to have to embrace the weirdness to get around this rule, I think. Argy bargy. Poodle flop. To you all. I've added a little thing onto the end of my rule, and that is this little bit here. So if you break this rule about getting into a boat, horse, minecart, and I've added pigs there as well. Yeah, if you break this rule, you must complete the punishment on rule 4, or you must complete the rule 4 punishment, and that is Mira's punishment here. Build a big ridiculous statue of yourself at spawn. And I'm wondering if people will, the more rules they get in, maybe more people will add in the same punishment, and we could possibly get loads of statues at spawn when people break the rules. We shall see. It has now been a few real life days since I was last on, and I've finally got myself Curse of Binding. So I'm going to put this on the mask now, so this can be done properly. And on it goes. Done. So that should now go from player to player. So when I tag somebody, they will now have the silly mask with Curse of Binding on it. You're welcome, everyone. Also, I come back and I see this. I had some extra levels that I didn't know what to do with. Ty. That is really, really nice. It will be really good to finally get into some proper gear. I might save it all for when this goes. When I get rid of this, I will change my gear and finally get my good old chainmail armor. Thank you very much, Ty. Something else that I've been thinking about since I was away is the rule book. Rule number 1. You must wait 1 IRL day after you get tagged to tag another person. Now, I've been thinking about this. I could do it so that it is literally 1 IRL day, in which case I'm done now. But I don't think that's really fair. I mean, I don't know how open to interpretation this is. Because if I was tagged, let's say, I can't remember now, but let's say it was midday Sunday, that means I've only got to wait till midday Monday to tag someone. And if I'm not online because I'm at work or sleeping, that's not really going for a full day. I've done nothing with it really. So I think what I'm going to do is, in the statistics, I'm going to go by the time played. So at the moment I'm on 6.23 days. I've just put the curse of binding on. So I'm going to wait until it says 7.23 days before I say that I'm allowed to tag another person. That's my way of doing it. Whether it's correct or not, but I think that's it's the safest way to do it. Now, regarding the smelter that I was building, I have made a few design tweaks. Let's get away from the noisy golem. Not long after I built this, I started making changes to the look of it. Because what I built in the time lapse was pretty much just the shell of the build. The details were not there yet, so as you can see, I've broken up a bit of the glass here with some iron bars to make it look like it's a bit more broken down, and it's just been there for a while. I've got the dirt up here. Yeah, the dirt going all along this bit here, and I've made it so that it's kind of collapsing and falling down here. Just trying to make it look like it's been here for a while. I might do a little bit of the same here. No idea what I'm saying. I just don't want to say something normal. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, I might do a little bit of dirt coming down here as well. I whacked a tree in there. I'll show that in a moment. And again, just where these walls were, I've put a little bit of copper bars in there and replaced some glass with iron bars. Yeah, just silly things like that to make it look like it's a bit more run down. Inside, that wasn't me. Something's new there. These need to be taken back to whatever level copper this is, whatever that is. So I'll do that momentarily. People have probably been using this from the looks of it, because that wasn't left there. So I've got this little planter here, and once I did the tree or the plant, I think at first I only had it coming up to here, and I thought it'd be quite nice just to have this kind of coming out of control a bit. And it's going to come out the roof, or rather it has come out of the roof. There, so nothing major, just a little bit of overgrowth. Yeah, that's supposed to look like it's coming out of the roof from the pot. And I've stopped the dirt here because I found that golems were spawning up on this platform, so I made these slabs. And lastly, I've got the little basement thing here. We are going to need a way to get to these hoppers at the back and at the bottom, just in case things go wrong and you need to actually do some maintenance on it so you can actually get to the furnaces if there's something wrong with it. And this here is the hopper line from here. This is going to go this way into the collection chest up there. And from here onwards, all of these hoppers are going to be fed along this line and up a little drop elevator into the chest that's above there. I think all I need to do now is I need to do a few signs, maybe a book to let people know how to use it. It's not too bad. It's literally just items you want to smelt in there. Flick the lever and it should all just go. And then fill up in here. No idea what they're there for. I need to figure out how to take the items from the bamboo farm and bring them up this tube here. And they will go up here through there. And there is a hopper there. Have I got scaffolding? I've got scaffolding. Yeah, just through there. Let's go up a little bit more. Down a little bit more. There, so that tube there will come out there into these hoppers and into there. And when that hopper gets not full but rather full, it will send a signal over here. It will go down there and it will come out here, and I just need to send that signal over to Ty's farm, probably parallel with this, and that will shut the items off so that nothing else comes through here. How hard can that be? What Ty was saying is that I can take the bamboo or the bamboo planks from this item stream here, I think. So the bamboo planks come out here. I think this one is sticks, this one is bamboo planks, and this one I think is for the chests. Oh, he's got loads of things auto crafting up in here. So he did say I can take from this line, which will mean a hopper under here somewhere. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to fit it in and what is around me. All I can really do is just start digging and hope for the best. Well, that's good. It looks like this water stream is lower than this one. So I think I'm going to just start tunneling over to my smelter and hopefully nothing will get in my way. I blocked the water off there just while I'm doing a bit of building. And it looks like I've got quite a bit of space under this water stream. Yeah, I didn't know if there was going to be any other redstone already under here, or maybe a tunnel for something else. So this is some good news, having this all clear. And I've come up with a little something that I think should work. So considering the space I've got to play with down there, I think this should do the trick. What we've got here is the hopper is going to be collecting the items that come in from Ty's water stream, and that will spit them out straight away. They'll go down the ice path and ultimately end up under here. And they'll come up a bubble column here and all the way up there. So that will work. And then when this gets a signal to say that the hopper up there is full, it will go down here, activate a rail at the bottom there. The rail will come along here. And if I do a little demonstration, you chuck a load of these bamboo planks in there. The rail will get activated when it's full, and it will stop all the items. These will still be able to go into the dispenser, but it's locked it off from doing anything. And then when the hopper in there is not full, we get more items. The only problem I've potentially got is I do not know what is under here. The bamboo planks are just under here somewhere, and I've got to put the ice path. I don't want to go through that farm, so I'm probably going to bring it out under here and along this path somewhere, all underground of course. I've got a little staircase here. This isn't mine. I don't know whose it is. I'm guessing it's Ty's. And I don't know if he's going to do more with this. I want the ice path to go underground along here, avoiding this, and then into there. Hopefully that will work. I've hit a little bit of a snag. I've got this here so far. This is all great. I've got the ice line going here. This is going to be a load of rails to activate the observer. So I can have the items coming along here. I can have them coming along here. I dug that out just to make sure I was where I was meant to be. So yeah, I'm pretty much where I was planning to be, which is along these two lines here. Ice there and the rail line there. The problem I've got is I've got this here. I think this is a load of Ty's station work. So this is all the redstone for the station. So I need to ask him how high he's going to go with this. Because I might either have to go a little bit further up with the ice, or I cut underneath this and then go back up again over there. So he is online, so I will ask him and I will find out and amend it as necessary. So I let Ty know of the problem and he started to make a few changes to what he's got here. So people using the station are going to be coming along these lines here. And he likes the idea of the items coming through the ice path, and you can or might be able to see them if you're lucky enough going across there. So he's making a little underpass. I've got everything in place now after chatting with Ty about how to do or how to get around that issue down there. So at the moment I've got the items coming into the dropper there. So when I give this an update, that should start sending out items. So it's off at the moment so I can check that it's working when I go over there. These are going to drop out down here. And the items will come all the way down here. We've got a nice little bridge area here for Ty. I've put a little bit of glass here. He at some point, when he decorates the rest of that tunnel, he will change whatever he needs to change here. He might change the colour of the glass or a bit of the walls here. But I don't think whatever he does will disturb this, and I don't think this will disturb anything that he's going to do in here. The items will continue to come down here. A little bit tricky to navigate all this when I'm wearing this silly thing on my head with no respiration, but I got through it. And then the items come up here and go whoosh out here. I don't know how the items are going to do with the glass panes on the side here. They're not going to come out, I don't think. They should stay aligned with the water there and carry on going. But I can look at that when the items start flooding in and just make sure that they don't come out here. If they do, I'll just change these for glass blocks. So when I'm ready, all I'll need to do is put a little bit of redstone there. That will update all the observers. And that update will come all the way down here and along there, as we've just been. I just cleared out all of the items that are in the furnaces and the hoppers behind it and just started afresh, because I had a little bit of a concern that when these would be powered, they would stop these hoppers back here from working. You know, maybe lock this furnace, which would stop items flowing in. But that doesn't seem to be the case. And I lost the glass pane somewhere. There it is. So what I can do is I can put, say, a stack of 64 items in there. Now, when I send this away, I should get 2 items in every furnace. And then it drops it on the way back. And to make sure that this being powered didn't cause a problem, I've got 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there. So it all seems to be working fine in that regard. And it's the same story if I decide to smelt something. Let's go for a little bit of glass, or a little bit of sand to do a little bit of glass. Chuck all that in there. Send that away manually. And they all come on. And as long as I get 64 glass back in here, I've got a stack already. That was from my test. So as long as I get 64 back, then I know it has all done its job. Yeah, absolutely fine. I've got no problem with this at all. It seems to be running perfectly smooth. What I'm going to try now, I'm going to chuck 9 stacks in there. And, yeah, I don't know, 9 stacks of planks in there. Turn it on and hope that I get 9 stacks back. No problem at all. And turn it on. Away they go. So I'll just wait here and wait to see what comes back. And if all of that is successful, I think it'll be time to, yeah, work on a bit of decoration in here a little bit. Oh, that's so good. Really, really happy with that. Yes. Just before I do the decorating, I want to see how the items do going through there. So I'm going to whack the heat boxes on. And down here, this chest is nearly full. I've got 3 more stacks to put into that. So let's see how this does. At some point, I don't know when, this should start spitting out some items. So I've got nothing yet. So let's see where they might be. Ah, of course. So because it's full, it's putting out a constant, strong signal like that. I'm going to need a workaround for this. So the problem we have is when there's a small number of items in there, it spits everything out absolutely fine. When there's too many items in, the signal is too strong for this circuit to work. And I think as the signal gets weaker, eventually at some point, I don't know when, yeah, at some point it starts to spit them out again. So I need something that's going to work. Let's make another one of those. In both scenarios. Well, it's working. Let's totally fill it up. Yeah. Break that bit of redstone and watch it completely. Yeah, so that's totally full. That works. And if it's only got one item in, it works too. Yeah. I mean, it's slowed down a bit because it's I've added another tick in there. But it works. I'll go with that. I have no idea, by the way, how this works. I could probably work it out if I just sit here and look at it for a long enough time, but I don't. Half the time with the redstone stuff I do, if I don't know of the circuit already, keep that quiet. If I don't know of the circuit already, and I'm trying to fix stuff like this, I'll just throw, like you saw a moment ago, throw random blocks down, put random bits of redstone or a random comparator down and just see what works. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. So it looks like this isn't a problem at all. Where I thought that the items were going to, or could possibly get stuck in that pane there, they're not. This is marvellous. Oh, these are silly things that keep you happy. And in a moment, when these get full, this will get full, then the hoppers behind it will get full. Then this signal will start increasing and eventually turn the whole system off. I think while this flows, now I'll start with the decoration. And we'll see how far this gets on at the end of all this. Hitbox is back off. Decorating time. I just came down here just to see what the view is like from what Ty wanted down here. And yeah, nice little view of the stuff whizzing by. Might be a bit hard to see if you're at speed here, but yeah, at least they are visible. I was about to go and get my bits and bobs that I needed to decorate this place, and all of a sudden, this here kicked in, and it's done its job. It's shut itself off. So now, when you see the lights there, that means the smelter is completely full. In fact, it's even not overflowing, but it's got more than enough items to be smelted with. So lights on is a good thing. Smelt away. If the lights are off, this may be not empty, but it might be worth looking at the chest to see how much there is in there. But lights on, it's definitely okay to go. I've got a little bit of an interior here. I've got the little book here with the instructions. Not really much instructions, but welcome to the community smelter. Here there are 32 furnaces. Minecarts are set to move with XX items. I can't remember the exact number. I'm going to check it in a moment. If you are smelting fewer than that, use override buttons. And that's there. So the fuel there, you hit that button. Even with it off, it will send, and even with it off, that will send. No items in it at the moment though, so all good. I've got a little waiting chair here in case people are doing a big load. They can just chill here, keep an eye on their chest if they want, have a nice little relax. And of course, ender chest and crafting table, because you never know. And I've just dumped a few of these here in case they're doing a few smaller jobs. I've got a normal furnace there, just like that. Smoker and a blast furnace. And I've changed the texture of these a little bit, just to make it look a little bit more old and rusted. Again, just to make it seem like it's been here for a long time. And out the back here, I've put a little dirt trail coming down here. All that is left to do now, before I end the episode, is just to tidy up all of my junk that I've got sitting around here. This shouldn't be too bad. I'll just pick it all up and add it to the chest monster that I've got back at the base. There we go, that's that done. I'm getting a nice little collection here now. Lord help me when I need to find something now. I mean, look at this. What an absolute load of nonsense. I like it. Yeah, one day this will all get sorted out, but for now, it's fine. Don't even know what's in these anymore. Oh, the capsule things. I've got them to do still. Okay, I need to do those quickly. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that and then call it the end of the episode. Here I am at Mira's shop for the community, where I'm going to be putting the capsule items in there somewhere. I don't really know exactly where to put them. I don't really know how random this thing is either. I'm just going to find out where I can put them and put them in. What I've got, good items. I've got half a stack of shulker shells, a set of wings, really good ones in there. Diamond horse armor, someone might like that. Diamond spear, that's got some enchants on, I don't really know what. Horse armor, iron block, coal. I think that's a density book, I can't remember. A couple of diamonds. And I'll just quickly zoom across all this. Just a load of random things in here. Didn't take as long as I thought it would to collect it all. I just raided a few of my little storage areas. I like this one. Where's it gone? Ah, the zombie heads. Yeah. So I'm just going to find out how to put them in here, and then that will be my contribution. And I'll try remember to do this a little bit more regularly, I think. And there it is, all done. All my little capsule items are in place, and yeah, ready for people to buy them, I suppose. Whatever they do with them, gamble with them. I don't know how full it is, if there's more in there that other people have put in, but there's at least some now. So I'm going to end it there. Thank you very much for watching. Maybe this time next week we will try and get rid of this mask of ours. What's our playtime now? 6.5 days. So it's gone up by 0.26, something like that. I can't remember what it was on. Wasn't it 6.2 something? So it's gone up a little bit. Not long left now. Thank you very much for watching, and bye.